Live. And we're live.
Okay. Yeah, to sit. Okay, no problem. Still waiting for this. Okay. Yeah, we are live. Hi everyone. Sorry that we're starting late. We had lots of technical difficulties like streaming this using the regular internet and all of that has been very crazy. However, we we've been able to start. So sorry. Apologies to everyone again for starting late. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So my name is Abise Falabi. Welcome to the show. Welcome to this. My name is Abise Falabi. We have here together with me. I have Dara Oladakwo. Just a bit of background. This is our first virtual event. Welcome to Azure Center. This is our main event. Sorry, we're lots of apologies. I'm already seeing some comments. Yeah, Akimbody, thank you very much. So thank you very much for everyone who has waited. We noticed we have lots of people like the number of viewers has been fluctuating based on the fact that we couldn't start on time. We're very sorry. Technology decided to show us itself that we always need to prepare ahead of time, and which we've done, and that's why we're still able to stream. We're currently streaming using two different kind of devices, two different kind of systems to stream. Dara and myself are in two different locations. As you can see, we are not in the same room based on the background. Um, just a quick introduction. Azure Center is a community of people who are interested in Azure, who really like Azure or interested in cloud technology. We have various set of people within the community, and from time to time, pending this period of coronavirus, COVID-19, we'll be running streams, virtual events like this, but would definitely start better and earlier in subsequent editions. But yeah, so that's a bit intro about Azure Center. We're actually on meetup.com. I'm going to share the link shortly for those who joined this particular live stream, either from a link or something. I'm currently trying to post that quickly. Sorry, trying to move from one system to another. It's been crazy. What is this icon? Yeah, okay. Just a minute. Okay. So I'm posting it in the comment section. If you're not part of the community, please join. You definitely get updates about events that are coming up ahead of time. You also get newsletters that we're looking at working start publishing from this coming week, the next coming week, and many other updates. We'll be having various kind of speakers from various sectors who will be joining us from time to time to speak to us on various things. And by the time we are done with COVID-19, we'll be back to resuming to physical events at various locations across the country. So today's edition of Azure Center's event, we'll be looking into cloud basics with Azure, using Azure as a case study. Here with me, I have Mr. Dara Oladapo, who is a customer success engineer with Microsoft. He loves Azure a lot. He has been doing quite a number of things with Azure from way back. Is a very good friend of the house and a very good friend of mine. We'll be going through some things cloud, that is going through the basics for um, cloud in our day and age, cloud everyday life. Get to know if you've been interacting with cloud or not. It's not just a facade or just a slang. It's definitely a technology. We'll be going through all of this. So without further ado, let me allow Mr. Dara Ladapo to say one or two things before we go into the presentation proper. Mr. Dara.
Hi, guys. It's good to be here, even though I'm still trying to have an alternate stream set up on my other laptop here. But let's see how that goes. So you might notice the stream will cut off for a few seconds. But don't worry, it's for better if it cuts off. But I'm here. Oh, it's showing another person. I don't know where that guy is coming from, but don't mind them. That's the other guy trying to stream. So, thank you for joining. Yeah, I hope we have fun.
Okay, no problem. Thank you for that quick intro. Okay, so if we may ask, Mr. Dara, what is cloud like? What exactly is this thing called cloud? Like we hear lots of things, cloud, 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 but in itself, what exactly is cloud?
Well, funny sort of definition, cloud is just someone's supercomputer data center somewhere serving you. So when I explain cloud, I explain it as see it as an hotel sort of. So when you go to the hotel, you only have to pay for the night you spend at the hotel. Or maybe it's just their restaurant you're even using. So you only get to come in for the amount of nights you spend in the hotel. You only pay for that time. You get to use it. Compared to you having to build your own house, where you have to worry about getting the contractors to build it. You have to worry about providing security, providing power, providing internet, getting, if you cook yourself, you cook, of course, getting caterers, and all sort of stuff. But in the cloud scenario, what happens is that you are able to use all these services for whenever you need them, however you need them, and then you just get to pay for whenever you use them. Yeah, I think I'm repeating myself sort of, but I think you get the point.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, so from that, from what you've said, are we also saying that just as you've defined cloud as just being an hotel, you go there, use what you want to use. So are you saying that in terms of cloud technologies itself, are you also saying, like, from what you said, are you trying to tell us that anybody can just get started with the cloud like as quickly as possible or just as they need it?
Yes, I'll say yeah. Anybody can get started. Funny story. When I started using Azure, I think it was way back when we were in school. So I just got the subscription. Well, it was free then for us. I got subscription. I just started using it. I did not read any special book to actually start using Azure, and well, the cloud generally now. But and I was able to get along with it, even though the interface is much better today. The support and help is much better than we had it then. But I was still able to actually use it, configure stuff, and get running, just quite that easily.
Okay, awesome, awesome. But bringing it down to in terms of tech, in terms of usage, in terms of building up or using the services or the tools that you mentioned in the cloud, because you mentioned that it's just like it's like an huge computer that you basically use based on and you just pay for what you use.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to set up anything or thereabout. So are you telling us that like right now, like today, we can just set up a quick application and push it to the cloud and actually leverage on a super huge computer somewhere that would make our application or solution to be available all across the globe? Is that what you're trying to tell us?
Yes, definitely. So I'm saying, you could finish writing your awesome Angular or Laravel or C Sharp or ASP.NET application or Java web app or Python code, and then with few clicks of button be able to actually get that application running. Uh, Boom, just like that in few seconds.
Oh, oh, okay, okay. Nice one, nice one. I think you'll be able to demonstrate that for us today. So like moving on, like questions that come to mind in terms of cloud in itself. Cloud in our everyday life, just as we have in our outline. Can you please tell us a bit of things about how we've been interacting with the cloud without we knowing? Are there ways in which we've been interacting with the cloud that we've been using some cloud services that we've been benefiting from the cloud as a regular user? Are there things you think we actually do in our day-to-day life, everyday life, that people have been interacting with without knowing that whatever system is being hosted, that it's actually being hosted on the cloud?
Yeah, definitely. So, most times, so let me even talk from the regular applications we use every day. We use WhatsApp, we use Twitter, we use Facebook. Some of us use Gmail, some use Microsoft email services. Some use storage services like Google Drive or OneDrive or whatever. What you're actually using is powered by a cloud service somewhere. It's a cloud service because it's serving millions of customers at that particular time. You're actually also using it, and cloud is what gives it that scalability effect to be able to serve millions and millions of customer per second, per minute, and without actually going down. Yeah, we know these services go down sometimes, but before it goes down, it means something very bad must have happened.
Okay, thank you very much. I hear you talk about services going down or thereabouts. There's also a word around a buzzword around high availability. Uh, high availability. How does that really relate to the cloud?
Yeah. So high availability simply means when you configure your service. Say for example, my website. Let's say I put my website on Azure where I sell computers. High availability simply means I'm able to ensure that my website is up and running every time. So it means the unavailability rate is very low. It means my service is up like 99.99% of the time. Like it's almost sure whenever you need it. It is actually sure, not almost sure. The chances of failure is infinitesimal.
Oh, oh, awesome. So are you saying that if an application is properly set up in terms of high availability, architectured for high availability and scale, are you saying that the probability of the system or the service shutting down or not being available, it's very, very minute?
Yeah, it's very, very minus. Now, before we go on, I'm about to switch to the other stream machine now. So you will notice that the stream will go for a few seconds, but it's actually for the beta. I'm setting up on my other machine here. So in five, four, three, two, one. Okay, let me start streaming it first, then disconnect from this one.
Has started on the second.
Okay.
So
Streaming
you
has
will see there
started
are
on the
actually two
second. So
simultaneous
you will see
streams.
there are actually two simultaneous streams.
So you just switch to
Uh,
the other one
so you just switch to the other
while
one
I stop this
while
current
I
one.
stop this current one.
Okay.
Okay.
Streaming has started on the second.
Okay.
So you will see there are actually two simultaneous streams. Uh, so you just
All right. I'm here.
all right. I'm here.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Uh, just just a
I can hear
moment.
you loud and
Just
clear.
just a moment.
Yeah, yeah. Speak.
Yeah, yeah. Speak.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not
Okay.
getting the
I'm not
audio
getting the
settings right
audio
from this guy,
settings right
but
from
I'll
this
get it
guy,
pretty soon.
but I'll
Just
get it pretty soon. Pretty soon.
But I just think you just need to
Microphone.
mute
My
something. So this
microphone
is
is
live
my
troubleshooting.
JBL headset. You can hear me,
You
yeah?
can hear me, yeah?
And my speaker is
Yes, I can
JBL.
hear you. I
Everybody
think
should be
there's a
able
bit
to
of
hear
echo.
everybody
You
now.
might need to,
Ta
yeah,
ta
I think you might need to just shut down one of the devices you're
ta
using.
ta ta. Okay, let me close
Ta.
this one so
Okay,
it
let me
doesn't
close this
bother.
one so it doesn't.
Just a moment.
Just a
This is the
moment.
kind of stuff we
This is the kind
actually
of actually
uh worry on every
worry
day.
on every day.
Is the stream live?
Right.
Yes, yes, it is.
Okay. All right. Okay, super. So I'm gonna drop from this other one, so we don't hear too much audio back and forth. And it looks like world peace is restored. Okay. All right. So just a moment. Let me be sure I'm seeing the right thing. Spotlight. Okay. Yeah, so we're back. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to fix that one. Oh, my head almost fell. No, you should not be sharing alone. But anyways, let's just go on. I'll get that all right. This is me moving stuff around. Okay, so think of it as you have $1 billion investment, or let me even paint it this way. Okay, you have a Toyota Corolla 2005 edition. I'm not trying to bash Toyota here. Um, So you have a Toyota Corolla 2005, and you have a Mercedes Benz G wagon. Is it Mercedes Benz G wagon or whatever it's called? Uh, the amount of features or reliability you'll have with using a G wagon is way different from the one you have using a Toyota Corolla. Uh-oh. Okay, I was looking at this one, Toyota Corolla 2005. And now talking of security, if your Toyota Corolla 2005 was to fall inside a, let's say, a six inch ditch, and a G wagon falls inside a 6 inch ditch, the impact difference is less on a G wagon compared to a Corolla, right or yes? So that is how I see security. So you're trying to provide security in your own data center. Now, don't mind my moving around. I'm trying to debug in production. So I'm trying to plug into power now. Well, this one you have to debug. You can't run away from this one. I think the problem is my audio, but I'm fixing that up. My crisp speaker is up here now. Okay, so is Azure secure? Is the cloud secure? I'll say definitely yes. Why? Now, Microsoft or whichever cloud service provider you're banking with, hold on, you would see that some things have gone way off now. But don't be alarmed. I'm just trying to. Uh-oh, I'm connected to the wrong keyboard. Just a moment, guys. Just a moment. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Um, so it is secure. If you want me to go into details, I can on how secure it is, the different security layers that are available in the cloud. But I think it's better I don't delve into technicalities here. Okay, so, all right. You can hear me, right? Okay. Live debugging will go on till this stream ends, actually. But yeah, we'll be fine. Definitely, we'll be fine. Last. Yeah, the audio is bad. Yes, the audio. I'm fixing that up now. I just connected to my audio speaker. So USB mic. So I'm changing the audio source now so that it can be better. And then you can see I look like Abisoye now. Oh, okay. Okay, just a moment. Oh, sorry. I know why that is happening. This nifty little cable is jumping around somewhere it's not supposed to. But not to worry. Bam. Problem is solving now. Fixing that up. Okay, so let me go ahead and change my audio sources now. Uh, Properties. They will soon hear you. Don't worry. You'll be a good boy later on. So that is coming from my close speaker. Maybe they can hear you better. Try to say something. Nope, 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 nope. They can't hear you. They can't hear you. They can't hear you. I can see it here. They can't hear you. Um, say something. Nope, 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 nope. Um, say something.
Hello.
Okay, they can hear you now.
La 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 la.
Your audio is
Okay,
loud.
Akimbole, please let me know. Okay, yeah, Akimbole, please let me know if you can hear this or anyone. Akimbole, Somto, Oluwabukola, anybody, Emmanuel, all good, Daniel, Shikemi, anybody. If you can hear me, please just put it in the comments. We really appreciate. This is live debugging in live environments, right? So this is a lesson note to anyone. Like if you want to stream or thereabouts, just have three backups aside from your main. Like have like three other backups. Oh yeah, good. Thank you very much for that. Right. Thank you, Akimbode. Yes. Okay. Back to what we were saying there. In terms of cloud security, you've been able to tell us that the various cloud service providers are very aggressive in terms of looking into security and ensuring that security of all of their users are actually put at the forefront of whatever they're doing or whatever solutions they are providing. So thank you very much for that. So the next question that comes to mind is around like uh, asking like typically in terms of private and public cloud, we hear things around people saying private, people saying public cloud, people saying hybrid cloud. What do all these things mean? What do they actually mean?
Because I activated you, which is weird. Okay, people can hear me now. So ask your question again, I beg.
Sorry, you said?
Please ask the question again.
Yeah, so I said in terms of the cloud, that thank you for actually explaining to us things around security, telling us that the various cloud service providers would try as much as possible to ensure the security of everyone coming to use their platform and all of that. But then again, we also hear things around private cloud, public cloud, hybrid cloud. What do these things mean? Are we saying that private cloud, like what exactly do they mean?
Okay.
That our people are not seeing you?
They are not seeing me.
Yes.
Okay, so very soon. Okay, let me just put myself out there. Just a moment. So just give me a moment to add myself. I forgot to actually add myself. But you will soon see my face. Don't worry. Uh, cancel that. Cancel that. But just look at the top right hand corner. You see my face for a little while.
Okay. Okay. When you were defining private cloud, you mentioned that you mentioned or gave a definition to it as if you're defining democracy, which is government by the people for the people by the people, right? You mentioned that private cloud is created by the organization for the organization and maintained by the organization. From a different perspective, let's say from a general overview perspective, in terms of maintainability of private clouds, would you say that it's more convenient to manage a private cloud as compared to managing a public cloud? Okay. Dara, I think you're sorry, you might need to check your audio. Akimbode is saying your audio is out. Just check it. Have you been able to fix it? I have you been able to fix it? Wow, we
Okay.
have less
Oh,
than 1 minute before
okay.
the end of
Okay.
the
Okay.
stream.
Okay. I'm back.
Wow. Okay. And we have less than 1 minute actually. Please confirm, Dara. Dara, please can you talk just to have
Hello.
just
One, two,
for
four,
everyone to
five, six,
know that
seven, eight, nine,
you're
ten.
okay. Akibode, you seem to be our major tester for today. Like, okay. So can we please confirm if you can hear Dara now?
One, two,
Thank you
four.
very much. So yeah, we're talking about what's it called? We're talking about the cloud itself in terms of we've spoken about security. We've spoken about uh, high availability. We've spoken about the cloud itself. We've spoken about how do we interact with the cloud without us knowing that it's cloud in our daily lives. I think the next thing we should also look at because we don't have much time anymore. Since we've also spoken about what's it called, private and public cloud. Um, so tell me, like from your experience in terms of consulting, I know you've done some private consulting before and all of that. But when you're trying to advise customers in terms of which cloud service providers they are to choose, what are the things you would definitely advise people to look out for when selecting the cloud service provider?
So, for me, when advising for cloud service provider, the first thing I tell folks to look around for is the kind of support they will get using such cloud services and the technicality of so the sort of community there's also around using such cloud. Um, and also the friendliness of actually getting to use these cloud services as quickly as possible. And also, of course, pricing is very important also when considering the cloud service to pick out for usage.
Okay, 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 awesome. So, is there anything relating to like pricing for, do you like ask customers to look into pricing when selecting the cloud service providers? Like pricing very essential. It's the availability of the data centers in terms of the number of data centers that they have, then proximity to these data centers. Are there things you also ask customers to consider? Because if a customer is looking at reaching out to users that are spread across the globe, are these things you look out for? Because I also heard that the proximity of the data centers or the CDNs or thereabouts to users is also very vital in terms of the load time for every application.
Okay, so in terms of pricing now, it's an agreeable and sort of controversial topic when picking a cloud service provider, of course, because in some places where some cloud service provider charge higher than others, some will charge lower, and it varies across services. But generally, if you're trying to use a kind of cloud service, what you should consider first is the location where you're hosting the services and its proximity to your customers, to the people who will actually use these applications. The other thing is the region where you host it because there's different pricing from region to region of cloud. So, for example, a service hosted in West Europe might be cheaper than the one hosted in, say, US West or China, for example. And of course, when you're hosting such services, you also consider where your users are located. So if you need to maybe have your service hosted in a central place and you want to reach people across the globe and you want latency to be pretty critically low, you could use services like caching or CDN, and that's a globally distributed service that you can leverage that. So when you
Yeah,
ask,
just to interrupt you a bit,
okay,
you mentioned latency. What is actually latency? For those of us who don't understand what you mean by latency.
Okay, latency is the speed it takes for your service to reach the end users. So, for example, when I ping abisoye.net, what I should be able to do is get that response in like 5 milliseconds. So now, by comparison, if I'm trying to, uh, so let's say abisoye.net is hosted in, say, Nigeria. The time it will take that the response to get to me from Ghana will be relatively shorter than the time it will take for that response to get to someone in the US or China or South Africa or Germany. So that is latency, the response time of services.
Oh, oh, oh. Thank you very much.
And
Thank you
people can see me
for
now,
that.
right?
Then yeah, yes, yes. We can actually see you. It looks better now. But
Yeah, finally.
I think you still gave a bigger space to me in terms of I still
No, don't worry.
occupy
I'm cutting you off for this one.
more of the screen.
I'm cutting you off.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So let's wrap up in 5 minutes. We will have a second version to this, a version two to this maybe next week. But yeah, we've been able to cover cloud in our day-to-day lives, everyday life. Then cloud in this day and age. We've also been able to cover we using the cloud without us knowing about it. We've also covered private and public cloud. And then we've also spoken about some points that need to be looked into when selecting or choosing a cloud service provider. Let's also look into, let's have a conversation around Azure in itself. Like, what exactly is Azure? Like, what actually is Azure? How is Azure different? Then what, in just like 2 minutes as well, what are the various services that are available in Azure?
Okay. What is Azure? Azure is Microsoft's cloud platform. So we have cloud platforms from various providers.
Okay.
We have
Is it a
Google.
private or a public cloud?
It's a public cloud service. It's a public cloud service.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
And of course, so it's public, yeah. Also, if you need to actually have Azure private in your data center, we have what we call the Azure Stack, where you can have the cloud environment in your own data center. So that is Azure Stack. We also have sort of the edge cloud now, where you can have Azure in a server box and carry it around with you. So in scenarios where you have, say for example, I like to use the U.S. military as a sort of example. Say you're going for, let's say, a super secret CIA mission, like they have it in the films, and then you need cloud compute wherever you're going. Maybe you're going to a very remote village in, I don't know, where you know there will not be internet. You're able to carry the cloud environment actually with you, and that's, so we call it HCI, Edge Cloud.
Okay.
So those are some of the, so it can be, so it's mostly public, yes, but if you actually want Azure as a private cloud, we have the Azure Stack that you can use to achieve that. We also have Azure on Edge, where you can have the cloud environment in places where there's zero to no internet connection. Now, what was the other point you asked me to talk about? I'm a
Okay.
forgetful person.
Okay. Yeah. So the dial article. Okay. Yeah. So we also mentioned you just going through various services we have available in Azure. But first of all, like, how simple is it to use Azure in terms of, yeah? So how is simple is Azure itself?
How simple is Azure? Um, that is a very weird question to ask because simplicity is relative to whoever is viewing it. You get. So, but how can you quickly get rammed up on Azure? I will say yes. But is it simple? It depends. Is it
Okay.
can you get on it fast? Yes.
Okay.
You will not put me in a tight corner. No way.
Okay. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, okay, that's fair. Okay, but then again, the services in Azure, like Can you just briefly run through the various services we have in Azure?
Ah, that would be hard though, because there are hundreds of services in Azure. But I can talk on the general one. People say that the stream is getting better now. I have a background and all sorts of stuff around. Debugging in production is fun. So
Yeah,
the
so I
services
was
we have in
actually
Azure.
yeah, so I was actually referring to yeah, so I know we have compute services, we have server services, those kind of things. Server storage services, operating systems, development tools, hosted applications, and data center physical services, networking, those kind of things, right? Just to mention a few. So those are like the main touch points we're actually trying to refer to. But yeah, sorry, there's a bit of echo from my side. That's my feedback. But yes, but then again, I think we can't really do much anymore in terms of really speak more because we've really spent lots of time on a number of things. Dara, are you there?
I'm writing.
Okay, okay, yeah. So thank you very much for today. I think it's we might need to ask our audience if they have any questions. If you guys have any questions, you can just put it in the comment section. We're trying to shut down as quickly as possible in the next 2 minutes because this event was meant to be from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Sorry, we started late. So sorry about starting late. Okay. I think we still need to go by now. So if anybody has any questions, please drop it in the comment section. Myself or Dara would definitely attend to it as quickly as possible. We would definitely need to come back again, maybe same time next week or thereabouts, to look into to actually finish up this and do a proper deep dive into Azure and then also go through some various services that we have in Azure. We want to thank Mr. Daryl Oladapo for his time, for coming on board and also helping to set up this stream. We had some very interesting technical issues. One of the devices, one of the services or products we're supposed to use for call decided to act up on us at the last minute. So that was why we're having a bit of challenges switching from one device to another. Okay, so thank you very much for everyone who has been on the stream. I think the total we had at the point we had 12 people concurrently watching from that is 12 unique people watching us. And I think over the time people were still staying up, still wanting to be part of this. So I want to thank everybody for their time, for you staying and sticking with us. We thank you for the 39 people who tried uh, joining the stream, and everyone who joined or anyone who was going to watch this video. We'll definitely make the video publicly available in record time. So thank you very much, Mr. Dara. Thank you very much for everyone. We'll be having the next event in the coming days. Would definitely communicate that. So if you have not joined the community, please join the community in the link that I previously shared. I'm also going to repost the link to join the community in the description section. So thank you very much, guys, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, and from everyone around the globe. Until we meet again, I remain your very host, Abisoye Falabi, and thank you to Mr. Dara Oladapo as well. Okay.
Thank